So Craig, a frantic game end to end at times, but obviously your side set up now the final against Rossington Main with a 2-1 victory. What were your initial thoughts on the performance though from your side?
Well, I've just said to the lads there, I thought the performance was poor. We're in Thursday, we need to regroup. We need to, I think, realign a couple of things and reassess a couple of things and get back to basics really, because fair play to Rossington, big pat on the back to them as a club and them as the management team there, Ben and Matty there in where they've practically, I think they're unlucky. I think we've obviously just had a little bit of quality in the final third at the right time and has got us through, but we've got a lot of improvements we need to address.
What do you think happened in the first half? Do you think it may be just a little bit of a hangover from Saturday's defeat, or?
No, I think it took us a bit to get used to their system. There's no doubt in that. They sprung us a little bit of a surprise in where they set up, and we just couldn't get to grips with things. In the middle of the park, they obviously playing. We're diamond in there, but they just worked harder than us. Wanted it more. We couldn't wait for the half time to come, really, to change things, reassess things, and if I'm honest, probably needing someone like Vaughan Renford to come onto the pitch and spark us and drag everyone else through. If I don't really single players out really, not often I do that, but if I'm them lads in there, I'm going in that bar and buying him a pint, because I thought his attitude and everything changed. It sparked us, changed the game, and allowed us to go and take the game to them.
You mentioned about their system, but obviously we had to tinker with ours due to Lewis Gibbons going off. How, in your mind, was your thinking behind that, and do you think it helped see us through to half time before, obviously Broadhead dropping in and us being more attacking?
The change of system was nothing to do with Lewis going off. That's the change of system was made 10 minutes prior to that happening, to be honest with you. We just wanted to get through to half time, then change the system, then change the personnel to adapt to what their shape was, and trying to give us a little bit of a spark, to be honest with you. So the system that we changed, it did help us. It did help us. I think the players applied themselves better in the second half. Let's give them a little pat on the back for that side of things. But we've come here to Rossington. We should be getting on the ball and dictating play and manoeuvring it, and we just needed to change the system to allow us to do that and try and get a little bit of width inside to obviously drag their forward that were in the middle of the pitch out wide.
And into a final though, you must be delighted. Obviously Maltby have beaten Hargate tonight 3-2. So firstly, what's your reaction to facing Maltby, and how good does it feel to be in the final in what could be called as your first proper season due to COVID last year?
Yeah. Obviously I do class it as my first season here, on that side of things. And I'm delighted to get into a final and take Worksop and represent Worksop as a manager into a final. I made it clear from minute one this season that this cup was a priority for us in doing that, because I know it's obviously a big thing for the club and a big thing for the fans, and I'm really proud to be stood here doing that and managing this football club, this fantastic football club, and great fans here to take them into a final, and hopefully we can do them proud in the final and bring some silverware back home.
Before the floodlight stitches up.
Yeah,
again,
I know. I can see it coming out.
Obviously, we travelled to Stocksbridge on Saturday. Now we've got that defeat against Dunstan behind us, a little distraction with the cup. How much are you looking for a reaction in terms of performance on Saturday?
The reaction I need is Thursday night training. That's the reaction I need. I need us all to get in there and have a little discussion and have a look at things, a little run through things. So I think the priority is the next 48 hours, and then on to Stocksbridge, and it's another big game for us, and another big game that we want to try and get as maximum points. And the difficult side, on that side of things, we found a lot of problems with them at home, but we've got to try and set ourselves up to create them problems, create them guys some problems, and hopefully go and try and get as many points as we can up there.